Hello again, Facebook family. Thank you so much for joining today. Please let me know where you're tuning in from. Please just type in the comments, where are you listening from? I would just love to know. And also, if you're watching the replay, we'll go from there. So I'm covering this book, my mentor's book, Shackled to Free. Chapter 5 is called All Things Are Possible. But Jesus looked at them and said, with man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. He starts every single chapter with a verse, and it really speaks a lot to me about the priority of where he's at, right? Mentally, spiritually. When that verse says with God, I kind of see that as meaning with the mind of God, right? Like in the mindset of that bigger perspective, right? Of creation and our creator. So today it's all about you, and we're going to get into some actions. So we've been talking about showing up. We've been talking about being prepared, and we hear all the time, just show up, just show up. And it's true, we do need to just show up. However, there does come a season where we've got to put in the work for what we're looking to get out of life, whatever that is, in your life right now that you're working on freedom in, more freedom. Maybe it's your love life. Maybe it's your business, your relationships. Actions create the realization that things can happen and that anything is possible. When we go into action is when we start to see results, right? There's no doubt about it. So this chapter, this is crazy. You're not going to believe this, but I actually got 22 different inspirations. So I'm going to get started so I can get them all in. Listen, there's questions at the end of these chapters. I share the questions with you, and somebody asked yesterday, where can I share my answers? And I was really excited. So in the group, I have a units section, and it is going to cover all of these videos. It's going to have them number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them. So if you're reading this book, studying, if you ever have, or if you want to get plugged in and you're just looking for more freedom in your life, type group in the comments or yes, and I will get you plugged in. So my mentor wrote this book, and it's really it's really like a whole entire life course in one book. It's like a whole life mentorship course in one book. So if you have this book called Shackled to Free, read it or listen to the audios. If you need it, type book in the comments and I will send it to you. I will send it to you for free. I have audios and a PDF. Let me know what you prefer. I like listening to the audios, but I do like looking at words. Yes, Lily is here. Hi, Trisha. Good to see you. She is. She just got home from school. Miss Trisha's asking, how are you? So we're going to get into this 22 things we can do to flat out do this thing called life, right? We're going to flat out do it, okay? Wherever you're going from Shackled to Free, I just want to give you this inspiration. For me, in my personal life, we're talking about opportunity. I'm growing a team. We are growing a business, a huge just way to give more. That's our goal here on social media, is to give more, to serve more. So what can we do to do that? What are action steps we can take that each week we can see measurable results? That's what I want to hear, right? I want to be able to see change in our family, in our children, in our relationships, in all of our relationships, not just with our family, but even outside of our family, in our business, at our jobs, where we go to school, Being a leader is probably something you've been called to do in some area of life. And these are 22 things that are going to help you. Here we go. Number 1, be compassionate. Super compassionate with yourself first, with ourselves. We often don't give us the same compassion that we give to even our children or other people. People we take care of, right? If you're a caregiver or nurse or any parent is a caregiver. Any spouse is a caregiver. I mean, I do believe that that's why we're in each other's lives, to help each other out. Number 2 is offer your opportunity to others, to your brothers. My mentor actually tells a story here of offering his opportunity to his brother who was depressed and down and out in life. It's so easy to be in the dumps, right? Like I get in the dumps. I could be in the dumps right now on the bed. Like I could totally be dumping on myself and just being in a dumpy place. There's a lot of things that I could be focusing on, but I'm not. We choose. And that's what a lot of what this chapter inspires in us to do, is to see the impossible. right? To go beyond what we see and take hold of opportunities in our life. So offer your opportunity, whatever it is that you have, that you are offering, that you love, that you take pride in. Offer it to your brothers. You know, who do you consider a brother? Number 3 is when people complain, don't listen. Don't listen to their depression and their wild emotions. See the need to work on ourselves. See their need to just simply work on themselves and share something that could help them. What can serve them to be in a more positive frame of mind, right? So number 4 is watch inspirational YouTube videos. Robert, my mentor, you know, he's the millionaire creator. He's created 56 millionaires, and he didn't do that by just sitting around and being in the dumps all day. You know, he got into action, and specifically he names some things here. He does every single day. He watches inspirational YouTube videos. My daughter loved hearing that because she loves watching and making YouTube videos. He prays every single day, meditates every single day, and connects with people every single day. He is opening his heart to God, his creator first, and then opening his heart and his mind and his life to us, to you, to me. If you're here, he's your mentor as well. You know, if you're connected with me, he's yours, you know, your go-to. Melody Riba and Robert Hollis, that's who this is about. You know, they're here for us, to support us. Okay, let's get into some more. Number 5, give yourself pep talks. We often depend on other people to give us pep talks, right? Our mentors, our coaches, our personal trainers. You might have a teacher, you know, at school. My kids' teachers, they give them pep talks. They tell me, you know, some of the things their teachers say. They have amazing teachers. I'm so glad that they have found the people in their lives. And you know, it's true that life is about people, and it's true that life is about building relationships, and that you know, our destiny is out there and it's set, and all the people that we encounter, you guys, all of you friends here that we meet and fall in love with along the way, it's all divine. There's all a divine plan. So you know, don't be hard on yourself. Be easy on yourself. It's only between you and you, or you and your creator, where you are in your life. And if you are already free, and if you are already, you know, living in that richness of life that we can have, enjoy it. And, you know, don't be afraid to relax and rest. But if you need a pep talk, give yourself a pep talk. Okay, number 6, go into action for your dreams and goals. Now, specifically your dreams and goals. We can all contribute to building someone else's dreams and goals, right? We can all, you know, help our friends and share their posts and share their links, and we can, you know, invite people to meet our friends, and we can network, and we can, you know, do all these things and build all these other things. But what is your dream and what is your goal? Not only doing, I'm talking about being. Who do we want to be in our life? Who do you want to be, and where are you at this point in your life as far as being? Because we're not born to do. When your mom came in the hospital, you know, the nurse came into your mom with the, you know, little bundled up. She didn't say, here's your little human doing. She said, here's your baby. Here's your human being. And it's a blessing to know that we can achieve the impossible. Again, it's back to that verse I said in the beginning. With man, things that are impossible become possible with God in the picture. So number 7 is be willing to look in the mirror. Be willing to look in the mirror. Take an honest look at yourself. It's easy to point the finger. It's easy to look at our spouse and our boss and our anybody else but ourselves. It's easier to do that. Look in the mirror, not to put on your makeup, not to do your hair, but take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I worthy of being in this position? Am I overflowing in my place? Am I filling up my space with value, and am I giving and loving to the full extent that I can? If not, be willing to fire yourself. That's what Robert says in this chapter. Be willing to fire yourself and say, look in the mirror, you're fired, you're not following the system, you're making things difficult. Whatever it may be, you know, be willing to fire, but then also be willing to rehire, right? We can rehire ourselves, and we can do it immediately. It can happen fast. We don't have to wait. Sometimes I wait months to rehire myself when I get to this and fire myself. You know, don't do that. But if you need to take an honest look at where you are. We all need to do that in different seasons. Okay, so number 8 is commit to taking baby steps. to being gooder and gooder. Not making a huge change in one day and doing it all in one day, but loving ourselves a little each day, committing to the daily activities and to loving ourselves each day verbally, saying good things to ourselves, saying good things to yourself. This is a thing that Robert mentioned specifically. He says, you are a good spouse. You are a good friend. You are a good community leader. And if you don't feel like you are, here's the deal. We can take baby steps to get to who we want to be, right? If we want to be that community leader, we can be that. Maybe we might need to make some changes and make some baby steps along the way to be in that position. But all things are possible. And I'm here to inspire that in you, along with my mentors. Baby steps is what helped me. I still take them today, one by one. Remember when you took your driver's license? Like, I know this sounds simple, but think about when you were getting your driver's license, the very first time you ever went and got in the driver car with your driving coach. Like, you didn't just jump in and go, because you would have had a wreck probably. You would have ran over people. And that's what we do sometimes, I think, in our life. We just get up in the morning and we go and we say what we want and we do what we want. We're like, it's all about me. And that's okay. It is about us. It's got to be about, we got to put our mask on first, right? But with compassion and with grace and with love is my goal, and my mentor's goal in sharing this with you is to help create that, a steady emotional habit. Okay, so what else? Number 9 is do it until. You might have heard Jim Rohn has said this. This is Jim Rohn's quote in this chapter. Jim Rohn said, until means that you will never, until means that you will never give up. That you will never give up. That's powerful. Until. And number 10, lose track of time. Do whatever it is that makes you lose track of time. Number 11, be open to learning new things. Not learning more about what you already know, but learning new things. The world is changing. Technology is totally transforming the way we do business, the way we have relationships, totally transforming things. And here's one thing I really wanted to share with you here. If you have a fan page or if you have a Facebook page, please check your messages. Please go into Messenger and talk to people. There's some fan pages that request the group over, they request. I have so many requests, and I send a message and nobody answers the message. There's nobody really there. It's interesting to me. So check your messages. Be open to learning new things. Be open to learning more about social media. Thank you for all the love. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Scott, Coach Scott, thank you. I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who has joined or who has shared. I appreciate you sharing this value. That is how we grow. That is how we serve more people, is when we share. And like I said, there was 22 truths, 22 real life transforming things in this chapter. And I have covered 11 of them, and I'm going to go ahead and stop there because that is a lot already that I have covered, and it's crazy that there's still more, so much more. So feel free to join the group. If you want to connect more and you want to give us your answers to the questions and talk and really create a relationship and do some studying into this, send me a message and or request the group. Type group below. If you need the book, type book. I love you all. Let me see who's all online here. Christy, Denise, Angela Anderson. Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been able to make it. I was looking for you. Sunny Johnson. Hello. And Trisha Sheffield, I'm just so grateful for you and your presence in this community and for the children of this community and all that you're doing and standing up for, rights, just rights. It's all about human rights. That's basically what this is, right? So if you find value in human rights and in human beings and in becoming better and better and gooder every day, share this video and reach out to me and let's connect more. And I love you all. Robert ends his chapters every single way same. He says, I love you. I'm praying for your success every day. And I wish you all the best. And God bless you. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay? Bye.